Today on Eagle Nation News, Kashida Kama is in studio with one Prosper Resource Science teacher with some information on the Amazon rainforest wildfires.
June Brown highlights one of Prosper's newest rising stars. How has her musical talent impacted her life and possible career?
And finally, Maggie Hale is in studio with breaking news on one NFL retirement.
Eagle Nation News starts
right now. Good afternoon, Eagle Nation. Today is Tuesday, August 27th. I'm Jordan Ramsey.
And I'm Madison Wells. So, Jordan, I don't know if you know about this, but the Amazon rainforest is actually in a pretty serious situation. That's just due to their rainforest being subject to many recent fires.
Yeah, Madison, and we actually have lots of questions like who started the wildfires or what started them, and also what effects will this have on the environment? And thankfully, now we send it over to Kashida Kama to answer these questions.
Thank you. I'm Kashida Kama here with Mr. Roskins. Mr. Roskins, the Amazon rainforest has made history with its tremendous wildfires. Can you explain what exactly is happening?
Well, Brazil is a leading agricultural place of South America, and they're using the fires to clear the rainforest so that the farmers can raise their cattle and they can grow crops that they're trying to export to the nations.
Well, based on this, what are the effects on the environment?
Well, the environmental impacts we project are going to be catastrophic in that the Amazon is the leading leading thing that takes CO2 out of the atmosphere. And so we're not only losing the ability to take CO2 out of the atmosphere, but we're putting tons of CO2 into it as they burn those old trees.
Based on this, how can we prevent this from happening too quickly?
Well, the only way immediately is if Brazil would stop burning down the Amazon rainforest, but you know, the farmers there are trying to make a living and export just like we are in our country, and it's not likely to stop.
Well, sadly, that's all the time we have. I'm Kashida Kama. Thank you for being here. Back to you guys at the desk.
2 children were killed, with at least 10 others being hospitalized following one series of car accidents in Dayton, Ohio. This was no normal situation, however, as it all started when one man crashed his car after stabbing a woman. Then he stole a police SUV and crashed again. The suspect is now hospitalized and in police custody.
Just yesterday, the Frisco community came together with heavy hearts to honor the life and achievements of an officer who passed too soon. Earlier this month, K-9 Officer Boris died suddenly due to a medical-related issue. But during this time on the force, the German Shepherd assisted with almost 80 drug-related arrests and aided in the search of 7 different suspects. The police took to Twitter to express their gratitude and to give the officer one last salute. Now, Lauren Womack is in studio with your Fast Forecast.
Thank you, Madison. I'm Lauren Womack with your Fast Forecast. Today it will be 80 degrees outside, and as you might have already seen, there has been a downpour all morning, which is likely to continue into later today. Thursday, Friday, and Monday are supposed to be cloudy days, but we just might see that sun Friday and Saturday. Well, that's all I have for you today. Back to you guys at the desk.
Stay tuned because right after this, we have a critical update on the status of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
The first game of the season is this Friday night at 7 p.m. in the new Prosper Stadium versus Rowlett with the theme of whiteout, so make sure to dress in all white spirit wear. The pre-game tailgate and pep rally start at 5:15 p.m.
Now we kick it over to Casey Boston with your Talent Talk, sponsored by Corbridge Orthodontics.
Last week, we covered the shocking news between Disney and Sony and the possibility of Spider-Man leaving the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but I'm here to say that we might actually have good news for you. Just a few days ago, Tom Holland spoke out to Entertainment Weekly, stating that they have made 5 great movies and that he looks forward to continue to play Spider-Man in the future. In other movie news, To All the Boys I've Loved Before cast announced on August 15th that the sequel, P.S. I Still Love You, will premiere on February 12th, and that they are currently in production of their third movie, Always and Forever Laura Jean. I cannot wait to see what both production teams have in store for the fan-favorite superhero and the hit Netflix movie. What movie are you more excited to watch? Be sure to take our poll on Twitter at Eagle Nation News and let us know what you think. That's all the time that I have for you today. I'm Casey Boston. Back to you guys at the desk.
Most high schoolers would be so grateful to either sing or play a musical instrument.
Evelyn Grace Pecori can do both just as a freshman. June Brown reports.
There's a lot of talented people at Prosper High School, whether it's in acting, drawing, or even sports. But there's a lot of hidden talent that a lot of people don't know about.
I kind of grew up singing, but my first performance, I guess, was in first grade. I signed up for a talent show, and I sang that. And then I did talent shows in elementary school, but I didn't really take things seriously till middle school. I just grew up around music, and I grew up in church hearing gospel music and stuff, and it sounded really cool. So you have to have persistence and perseverance because it's not easy, but it's really worth it when you learn. Learning guitar was super hard, and I hated it the first couple months, and I did not want to do it because it hurts your fingers and it hurts, but once you get used to it and you build the strength, it's really cool to make music.
We became friends. We went on a mission trip together through our church, and so we ended up being in the same room, so we became friends. When she sings, when she sends me videos of her singing and stuff like that, she has a very soft voice, and it's a very calming and pretty.
The feeling that I have, the joy that it brings to me and to others when I perform, if they enjoy it, I enjoy it, but even if they don't enjoy it, I still have fun.
Reporting from Eagle Nation News, I'm June Brown, Prosper.
Now we send it to Maggie Hale with your Game Time Sports Update.
While college football may have started back up this weekend, the real news came from the NFL. On Sunday, the official press conference was held where Andrew Luck, Colts quarterback, announced his retirement. Luck explained he lost his love for the game after his first injury in 2016. Since then, he's been in a vicious cycle of injury, rehab, injury, and he felt that it was no longer in his best interest. This has come as a shock to many, and fans are not happy. However, they seem to be more disappointed by the timing, being so close to the season. But seeing as the Colts were a playoff contender last year, they wouldn't have been able to draft a high-round quarterback anyways. NFL Hall of Famer and former Cowboys quarterback Troy Aikman has defended Andrew Luck on Twitter. He completely discredited a Fox Sports reporter for ripping on Luck. The Colts' official first game will be held next Sunday against the Chargers, so we'll have to wait till then to see how they fare. If you want to hear more sports like this, be sure to tune in every day for your Sports of the Week. Back to you guys at the desk.
Now let's take a look at the meeting schedule for the week. Well, that's all the time we have for you today. For Eagle Nation News, I'm Madison Wells.
And I'm Jordan Ramsey. Live long and prosper.